Alright, welcome to Map Gaming. We're going to be starting a new series on the experimental mode in update 1. I wasn't necessarily going to do this, but you can't not do an update. Alright, so we're going to be doing the Iron Teeth. I already have a Folktales thing going. And we got two maps. We got these two. They look fairly simple. I want to say we should try the Oasis. Or, what, unconventional, let's try pressure. We're going to do pressure. This is what we're going to do. So, we're going to get into it. We're going to do the normal mode just so we can do a nice, easy playthrough and, you know, kind of see what this, update's all about. So, we're going to get into it after the load screen and yeah, so see you in a second. All right, here we are again. And our thing, since we are the Iron Teeth, Steel Head Cove is the name. Obviously, we're going to do 2. So, pause this real quick, kind of get into this. All right, so we have, ooh, what are these? Brambles. Interesting. All right. So we got brambles, we got some trees, we got obviously a bridge, which is useful. We have this little bitty cove. And yeah, I mean, first things first, let's kind of, we got stairs, we got spiral stairs, nice. Most of our stuff still standing. All right, let's get into this and rotate. I kind of want to see. Oh, that's cool. I enjoy that. All right, so we need some storage. For the time being, let's kind of place a few of those right here. And yeah, we'll do, oops, we'll do those. All right, that's not what I wanted. All right, so if we do the duplication button, it will do this without our help. So there is that. So we do need to keep that in mind. I think I have to go one more. Nope, we're good there. All right, and then let's path this out. Let's get that nice and pretty. We need to come over here and we need to put down some wooden gathering huts. I also, do we do this? I think we need to. I want to place this down over here. Food. Gather little thing right there. Let's knock some of this stuff out. And I'm just going to completely get this part going. All right, so we have, yeah, we can kick it into 1x speed. We got things we got to do. Let's make sure we have 4 of those so that we can actually build up what we need to be building up. And that should help everything. And then I think it's also important that we get food going. And our most important crop, 3 days, and we get a buttload of karabi. So we're going to do something like that. It pretty much encircles everything. They should be able to handle that. And yeah. Let's get one of those. Actually, we're going to make this a high priority, make this a medium priority, make that a medium priority, and kind of get that going. We can probably kick this into 3 times speed just so that we get everything that we need as far as that goes. Let's make sure we get our 18 hours of working in, because that's also important. We are also going to need, we are going to need science and housing. So, oh, let's drop that down so we can actually get a beaver in here. All right, come on, help me out. There we go. So now we have all of our jobs are being filled. We are building. We are getting a little bit of water. Don't think we have, let's get at least 1 beaver in there. It'd probably be important to get, you know what, we're gonna put this right there because these guys aren't going to stick here for long, so we might as well put berries in there. And then we will also get another one. How do we do this? Put that there. Yeah, and wait, what did I plant? Kohlrabies. Let's get that going. There we go. And so we'll start building this up, getting a little bit of whatchamacallit. We're also going to need housing. It's all about placement right now. And I think the best spot for you is going to be right here to get those going. I think that'll work out just nicely. Yeah, we're gonna need a little bit of help. I don't know how we get those going. But yeah, we'll get that going. We'll get those logs going. That looks pretty good. I like that. We're having some beavers grow up, so we're having some jobs be filled. We have all them. We're collecting logs, which is great. We have some water. What is this? Bad water. Oh, this is now its own resource? Alright. That's new. I didn't... Alright, let's take a look at what we got up here. Alright, we got global. We got... Oh, logs is now in the materials. It used to be its own one. They now swapped the bad water for logs. Alright. That's different. I'm assuming what probably is going to be in somewhat of our best interest and a little bit expensive is to bottle that up. So we might as well connect this. Now work out just nicely. Let's get some of this going. 1 hour, 1 beaver. I'm actually going to put it kind of like that. And we're just going to kind of build along this line. So we're now starting to collect Karabis, which is fantastic because we need the food. We need to make sure that we're well covered. I do want to make sure our water is growing continuously. Oh, wait. Hold on. I'm going to do this just because I want to actually use some of the new mechanics. This is how you know you're a seasoned player, when you forget about the new mechanics and then it is already water. So that's going to be a fun little button to get used to. I'm going to very much enjoy kind of building with that. So we have 46 logs, which will give us enough to kind of build this for right now. I'm not really quite sure about these brambles. Alright, an impenetrable object that also blocks irrigation and contamination is difficult to demolish and can injure those who attempt it. Ground only, must be built on the ground, high chance of injury. Alright, I wonder how you get rid of this safely, that is. Because that'll be interesting. That'll definitely be an interesting thing to tackle during this kind of playthrough. Is kind of figuring out what we got going for us. It doesn't look like we have any steps. We have this bomb. I'm assuming we'll demolish and blow up and then send all this stuff downward. So we'll need to keep an eye on that. Let's just kind of look. We got a couple of bombs all over the place. We got 2 of them down here. This flows. Wait. Should probably look to see if this flows. It doesn't. But if this blows up, then we're going to have to make sure we're up here. Especially if alright, so we got quite a few bombs all over the place. We are going to have to pay attention to those. And hopefully we get some sort of warning or system setup or something letting us know that those are going to be taking effect. It doesn't look like we have any water sources. We have this one, obviously. And then we have one, do we have any good water sources anywhere? We have green water here, which must mean there's some sort of something. Alright, so we have a lot of underground. Alright, this is a massive map. We are going to have a lot of fun on this map. Alright, so we got quite a few underground beaver compartments and everything. Oh, we got mines here. Alright, so most of our good water, minus this one, is pretty much underground. It looks like we have a good water source somewhere around here that's helped fighting this off, but I can't see it. Is this a good water source? Water seep, my bad. English language, it's my second language. Anyway, we are getting science. Alright, cool beans. That is something fantastic. And wood. We still need planks for this, so what's our power situation? I totally forgot about our power situation. This provides 300, but then it's kind of problematic. This is cheaper. So let's put that there. Let's get a let's rotate the camera and figure that out. All right, so we're going to start building that. So once we have the science, we'll be able to get the tree builder thing, and we can probably start a tree grove right here. I'll probably put another one over here for the berries. But yeah, we gotta get that going first. That's 25, and that's another 20. So, might be in some trouble there. I don't know if that'll last us, because we gotta build. We might be okay. We might be okay. So we do have that going. Let's make sure we get that one going, and then once we're done with that, how much water we got? We got 210. How many beavers we got? We got 12 with 2 babies. Where are we at with this? We're doing all right. Man, it's amazing. I took a small little break, and the iron teeth have totally, like, just forgot all about them. I feel like the last episode that we did, or the last, like, whatever, this was probably my best playthrough. You guys did seem to enjoy this one. Yeah, we'll do that. And then I'm just going to planks. So we'll get a little bit of plankage going. We already have enough to build one of these, so let's unlock that. Get this kind of set up right here. Oops, wrong button. Where'd it go? There we go. Let's get that activated. Alright, we're looking pretty good. How far do you reach? Oh, so close. We almost were able to do this. Alright, so we're going to split this up into a couple of different quadrants. This is going to be a whole tree grove, by the way. But we're going to split it up into a few different things. One, once all these things up here are cut. Okay, our first drought is approaching. Let me get this going. I want this to be, I'm gonna do this. Alright, so then I'm going to individually highlight all of this. There we go. And then go into trees. We're going to have oaks. We'll have oaks back here. Oh. Alright, so we got all of that going. Hold on. Where's my thingy? Oh, it's an overhang. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, then we're going to go over here to pines. And then make that a pine forest. We can probably pause you for the time being. You can go over here, join this motley crew. Fine, I will make someone work there. Alright, we don't have anybody in there. That's semi-important to keep that going. So we'll have someone going in there. Man, this water looks excellent. They did a fantastic job. Let's, like, high five to them. They did an excellent job. We're always going to have this at a higher priority just so when we go to do we pause this, we'll be able to kind of they'll come back to it. But high five on that. Like, this water actually looks like water now, and I am super thrilled with that. All right, so we have them planting, growing. We have a couple of babies. That's fantastic. Housing, not so much. How many does this hold? 5, and this holds 8. 180. That's 400, but that takes 40 logs. Oh man, that takes 20, and that takes 35. We need 100. We need 100 extra points for that. That's kind of hard to. It's kind of hard to justify. You know what I'm saying? All right. Let's, for the time being, pause these guys. Let's just see what we're able to kind of make of it. Obviously these green spaces are overhang areas, so we'll need to kind of watch those. We have 3 beavers that don't have jobs. Let's see what we do. Okay, we have 1. All right. That's 70. Do we want the stairs? I think we want the stairs. That'll definitely help with everything. So we're gonna need to come up here. I'd prefer to build houses up here. There's no bombs up here. We don't have to worry about anything bad happening, and I'll leave this whole layout down here free for other stuff. Real quick, we're going to come in here, and I'm going to kind of do something like that. And this is simply so if I decide not to deal with the brambles, we can build across right here and then get over there. We can't do anything with planks right now, and I really don't want to do this, but if we get this going, I don't know how, but if we get that going, then at least we'll be able to cut all of this down, and that'll give us a good log storage supply point, and I mean, we can deal with that. It's just we're not going to have the logs until all of this grows up. Yeah. So. Oh man. We're on medium mode, and we are getting our butts whooped. Alright, how many days does this take? 16, 12 days. We got loads of time. We have nothing but time. But we're also playing this on, like, I'm going to classify this as easy mode, because, I mean, this is pretty much easy mode. We shouldn't have too much of a problem dealing with most of this. My mindset's still in hard mode, so as long as I keep my competitive edge, I think we'll be alright. Alright, that begins, so let's get these pumping. Let's drop down these 2. Do we have people over here? We have a beaver over there. You're working hard doing what you need to be doing. everything is going to be focused on these for the time being. We obviously need the planks or the wood in general to do anything, so we kind of, and I don't necessarily want to, high chance of injury. That's kind of, I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit. Just so we can get in here. And see what happens, because I need wood. We need wood. We need to get that going. We have our grove going. Oh, we got injured. Decoration, well-being, medical bed. Yes, we'll unlock this because, I mean, at this point, it's kind of going to be somewhat important. And then now we're in here, so let's get... Let's get that going. And let's cut all these down. I want to make sure that you know not to cut these bramble whatever things. Yeah. Just want to make sure everybody stays safe. Alright, let's pause all of you because I want the worker. Thank you. Now come over here, start cutting all this beautiful wood down. And then once we get this built, then, I mean, it is what it is. We should be able to build this no problem. We already got the planks. Now we're getting the logs, which is fantastic. Cannot argue that in the slightest. I'm going to go ahead, cancel all that out so it looks pretty. And then we're going to let this grow up. Once he gets all this planted, then we'll worry about plan B. But for right now, we're able to get this going. All that will look beautiful. We'll figure out how to destroy brambles in a minute. Right now, not important. We are collecting stuff. We are getting stuff very much. How are we doing on this? That's not what I wanted. Alright. Collecting wood. Wood's going up. There we go. Very nice. I like it. Yeah, we're probably going to need to focus on stairs. If I'm being perfectly honest. Let's go into storage. Oh, nope. I don't need to do that anymore. That is the best part about this. Rotate. Oops. There we go. And there we go. We'll build that one up. Oh yeah. This is going to change lives. That's what that's going to do. That is going to change lives. Alright, let's get that going so we can then, where are we at? I need well-being. We need a tooth grinder. That's important. Might as well put it over here by all the by all of our trees. Makes the most sense. 16 beavers. How much wood do we have? We aren't really... Um, yeah, that's weird. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's probably not my smartest move there. I thought I was gonna be so clever, but sometimes it gets the best of you. Alright, we'll put it there. It'll still work. It's out of the way. It looks pretty. Alright, working on that. He's got a lot of trees to plant, which hopefully that'll pan out for us. I do want to end up putting a guy over here so we're able to plant blueberries, because it's kind of important for the iron teeth to actually have blueberries, or people that do blueberries. House, that does 10. We got 18. So there's 80 logs right there. Yeah, that's an investment and a half. We're all proud about that one. That's for dang certain. Oh man, people in their houses, you know what I'm saying? Like, is a house really important? I think that that'd be cool, is if we could get these to be cheaper. It's 40 logs, man, for your first house. Like, that's pretty steep. If, you know, I mean, that's just me though. I could be wrong. All right, we'll pause. If I can get this guy to go, we'll play him, get him going. We have 2 free jobs. Cutting down a lot of these trees. I mean, at this point, where would I want to put this? That's the question. Where would I want to put this? Because I'm assuming this is going to blow up and flow through here. Eventually. So I get, once this goes down a little bit more, because apparently we have room for logs. Once this gets cut down a little bit more, then I'm going to put like storage over here. That makes sense to me. How are we doing? 263. We ain't doing jack. That's not what I wanted. All right, 100. We have the planks for it. We have the logs for it. Power, what are you putting out? You're putting out 30. You need 120. Alright, nowhere near ready for that kind of commitment. That is for dang certain. Alright, so we are going to put something like that to kind of start double storing things up. Alright, I mean, right there's not too terribly bad. Give at least something to do. Probably something like that. Which is what we kind of need because now we have all this, yes, yes, I know, you're building the shelter, I get it, like, you gotta give me a second, man. Things don't just happen. You gotta prepare it. I like this, and maybe it's just me, but it seems to be moving slower. Whoa. Like time, like cycle 2, day 11. Good lord. I'd give anything for 11 days. Youch mama, like that is almost unreal. I don't even know what to put as another job. Oh, let's see. Home slice needs a job. We got a job. Alright, we got 9 beavers. That's not what I wanted to click on. Man, that would suck. So, half of you are in a house, the other half are sleeping on the floor. Yeah, that's got to make you feel good inside. Yeah, that would definitely make me a little bit upset. Because who gets to sleep on the inside? Grindstone built? Grindstone is built. Alright, good deal, good deal. Almost at this point, what was I wanting to get those? Ooh, the housing. We could go for the housing. Alright, so now we're able to store more loggage. Because I think we're having some issues storing it in the housing, or in the little flag areas. Do I need another? We can go up, and we can pause this guy. Ooh, new well-being, a high score of 3. Alrighty. Just because we got a house going. No, not what I wanted. Duplicate that one. Put that over here, and then what I want to do is we're going to come in with this, and we're going to just blueberry this up. Just so we have a nice storage of blueberries. Yeah, that'll be fine. We have logs coming in still over here. We're still trying to clean this up. Well-being. Might as well add a campfire. We can't do the rooftop terrace yet because, well, that's a little too much. Yeah, I'm not gonna waste our science on that just yet. Oh, I don't know what I was doing. I think that's what jacked up. There we go. That was what jacked it up. I was like, man, that looks like the old game. Anyway, yeah, so this button will obviously make the waves disappear. So, just remember that. This also tells you what you got. Obviously, we got a lot of water going on there. And then I have no idea what this does. What does this do? Alright. Alright, so we have a drought approaching. This should be more than enough, easy enough to kind of have us deal with that, especially with all of this water. I mean, we're kind of getting up there. I'd prefer to have a little bit more, but I mean, beggars can't be choosers. Let's go to power. And I know that seems a little bit excessive, but we kind of need it just so that I can add more things to it. And just so everybody gets out, we're going to do that. Because power's a little bit... Once we get the engines, we'll be fine, but we got to find metal first. I mean, we got some metal up here. I'm assuming our first real problem is going to be one of these bombs, if I'm being perfectly honest. I feel like that's going to be a very big issue for us. Alright, play you, and that guy. And then we're going to come in with these being all cut. Rotating the crops. And there we go. Actually, we probably should just go. There you go. Get it all going, getting all taken care of. Might as well fix it up. Oh, we should probably play you. That would be important. And we can pause you. Man, that water looks fantastic. Not going to lie. Like, that looks simply spectacular. And we just had some babies. We're actually going to pause both of you. Actually, you know what? We're going to let those go because there's no reason why we can't build those up and then pause them when they get up to like a higher level. Alright, you are done. And probably bump you down to 2. Oh, nope, we can bump you up to 3. Alright, almost 500 water should be good enough to last us through any kind of drought that we're going to be going through. I really wish that we could get the 1 log to build this. How are we doing with that? That looks pretty good. Just because we have so much that relies on that. Where is it? Right here. Alright, so 1 plank. Medium chance of injury. What about you? Low chance of injury. Medium chance of injury. High chance of injury. Did not know that. Just want to make sure. Alright, that's not what I want. I know that looks stupid, but guess what? It's connected, so, take that. That's all I gotta say about that. Where did you go? It might be beneficial to build one of these things. Right there, and wasabi's that up. Ugh. My hand's all numb. Do we seriously only have a 3-day drought? Is that technically a drought? Like, I don't feel like that was a drought. I feel like that was like a minor speed bump in what could... Man, land on hard will jack you up. I feel like we have it easy now. Alright, our first bad tide's gonna mess us up, though. That is for dang certain. Alright, so I want... What do I want? I don't know what I want. That's interesting. Alright, so we are filling this up. That is excellent. You know what? It might be in our best. I would say put it there, but I'd like to be able to get by, and we still can get by. And then make that blueberries. Why? Because we have a buttload of blueberries, and we might as well take advantage of them. Called stockpiling. We got 0.6 days. That's really nothing. I do have 2 beavers that need jobs, so we might as well finish cutting those down. Get that all nice and pretty. Oh, we ran out of water. Not good. Not good. How did we run out of water? I'm curious to see if this is a... Yes, that is. That... Interesting. Alright, I want to pause. We gotta go down a couple of... There it is. Wow. That's a blockage. That's a bomb. That can't be good. Alright, so the water source... Where's the water come from? Right there. Alright, well, I mean, it doesn't have to come too far. It's something that we're going to have to kind of look at and discuss. 8 days, alright, that should be fine. I wonder if it would be in our best interest to... I'm going to say block this off. You know, like... Would it still be able to come out? That's my wonder. I did that for a reason. Wait. Alright, I'm gonna retract that. Delete that, delete that. Then we're gonna use these. And like I said, it's more a curiosity thing. Because if we build this and it stops the water from oh, big problems. Big problems. Alright, catch back up. Alright, so my point being is if we build this and the water then doesn't keep bubbling out and then it like diverts basically, then we would be able to keep what we have here. Because it pretty much just goes out here anyway. And we're almost done with this anyway, so that'll be good. But that'll be kind of something for next episode. We may be wrong, we may not be, but anyway, it'll look cool. That's a positive. So yeah, I think I have to do it. I think I have to do it. Just so we stay up to par on water. Anyway, we're going to work on building that, getting that all set up. We have all of our power. We are not even well, we reached 100. I think it needs 120 to run the gear workshop, so we did it all right. But yeah, if you like it, hit the thumbs up. Think about leaving a comment, seeing what kind of crazy stuff you guys would like to see with the new update. I know there's a few other extra things and we'll get to those eventually, but right now, not bad. I'm definitely enjoying the new water mechanics. This looks off the charts awesome. I love the duplication. That's another great thing. But yeah, this will be our new series that we have going. I had something else planned, but then I saw that this dropped, so this took precedent over my other plans. So putting those on hold, and I will revisit those in a minute or a moment, whatever. But yeah, so this was going to be our new series, and it will be a Wednesday, Saturday upload. So you'll see this on Saturday. The next one will be dropping on Wednesday. Trying to keep my other series going for the time being. If I finish one of those, then this one will take that one's place. So until next time, catch you guys later, and yeah, enjoy your time.